Hey guys, welcome to Bar Talk Podcast. This is Ryan. We're doing our kickoff show here, show numero uno, number one. We're talking a little bit about everything today. It's World Honeybee Day today. We're going to bring up Uncle Bruno and Audrey. Bring them up right now. Going live in a couple seconds, guys.
Hello, all.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Excellent.
So it's National Honeybee today. World Honeybee today, not national. It's worldwide. World Honeybee Day.
I have a bee's nest that I have to get rid of in my eaves.
There you go.
Are you going to hit it with a stick?
It's not honeybees.
Don't hit it with a stick.
Have you ever seen where the honeybees come into a home and they can like coat like a whole rafter with like thick honey?
Yeah, I've seen pictures of that. Yeah, it's some pretty wild stuff. Audrey, do you have any factual information about honeybees to celebrate World Honeybee Day?
Whole bunch of it.
Is she on?
At your leisure.
Well, if that's the case, see you in 20 minutes.
We're all holding our breath.
Oh, don't do that. You'll be dead.
Oh, man. So it's going to be fun tonight.
She might have to back out and come back on.
Can you hear her or no?
I can't hear her. No. You
can't hear me.
Uh-oh. Go ahead. Boy. Back out, and I'll bring you back up here in a minute. So some factual information about world honeybees. They're black and yellow. Honeybees are black and yellow if you had no idea. And they like to fly around, They like to make honey. And honey, without honeybees, without them pollinating the way they do, we would actually be dead if it wasn't for honeybees. That's all I know about honeybees.
Yeah.
I might have to round myself out a little better there. So yeah, we got some fun topics on the show tonight. We're going to be talking robotic animals to help the elderly and the seniors. We're going to talk a little bit about how Washington would they make a UFO task force. So that should be that was always a hot topic on the BDRS Big Daddy Roadshow. John Lupo, if you're out there, you were always into the UFO stuff. It was always real fun to talk with you about it. But we'll be talking UFO task force. And Bruno, we have a fun little segment called Stupid Questions Asked on the Internet. And that should be pretty fun. We're going to bring Audrey back up here. And hopefully we have audio.
Am I good?
Yes.
There you are. It was all ploy to get information about honeybees.
We'll go with that.
She muted her mic.
Yes.
Smart move.
My mic.
Yeah, I know.
You're messing with me. I was like, oh, crap.
Oh, it's always fun to mess with you. Yeah. Come on.
Wait for it. You're in for it.
So did you pull up any factual information about honeybees?
I did.
Cool.
My phone's acting all wonky with it.
Damn phones.
Yeah. Ding, phone's done.
So I grabbed a couple pictures of honeybees to celebrate the day. Go ahead and solo that nice and big on the screen there. You know what other day it is today, Uncle Bruno?
Cool.
You know what other day it is today?
I'm sending some invites, and people are asking me what is going on, so I'm just typing that out.
It's also National Relaxation Day.
Yeah, and yet you're trying to rush me to find the honeybee stuff.
I thought you found it already, so I'm filling a little time up for you.
I'm just your boss now. So National Honeybee Day, which is actually National Honeybee Day, was formerly National Honeybee Awareness Day. Awareness Day for beekeepers, beekeeping clubs, and associations. And for honeybee enthusiasts from across the United States. And it's meant to help celebrate honeybees and recognize their contribution to humans every day.
Cool.
Yeah, like I was saying, when we dropped Audrey, when her audio was acted up, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for honeybees. They're very, very, very important part of our world. But again, National Relaxation Day.
Relax. It's National Relaxation Day. Nice. That almost looks like the beach that I live in here.
It's a pretty beach. There's palm trees. I'm guessing it's probably somewhere around the equator. A little fun fact I read about the equator. Did you know if everybody? I'm pretty sure Queen of Gore shared this. If everybody held hands to form a circle around an equator, Bruno, you want to hear a fun fact about that, or do you already know where it's going?
Yeah.
If
I
every
think I've sent everybody invitation that I know of. I'm just posting it onto my page now.
if a large group of people held hands around the equator,
Did we lose Ryan?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me, Audrey?
I could hear you.
I can hear everybody.
Oh, cool. I can't hear Ryan.
Okay, tell Bruno.
Jeez.
tell Bruno I'm going to restart
Is
here.
he talking?
We're going
He's
to
gonna restart.
We're going to restart.
Oh, okay.
So I wonder what's up with all the audio issues tonight.
It's weird. We had it going for a second there perfectly. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we were going good for quite a while there.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
You're good. Yep.
All right.
Did you press a button you weren't supposed to?
No, I just pressed
Remember?
I pressed the restart button, and now it all works good.
Okay, cool.
All right, so let's talk about our first topic here.
Go ahead.
We have robotic pets that helps seniors. I guess it helps them from what? Being lonely, Audrey? Is that what the article was reading?
Yeah, with like the virus and everything going on, nobody's able to go visit their loved ones in nursing homes and, rehabilitation centers. So they made these pet robots that are supposed to act like real animals for them to interact with, so they're not as lonely.
I watched a couple videos with them. They don't act like real animals.
Really?
Really. They actually remind me of
Furbies.
kind of. Well, I watched a video of one, and it's fucking creepy. It's about as creepy as a Furby, but they, it's like a. I'm trying to think of the company. If it's Hasbro that makes them.
Hasbro.
They make
Hasbro.
one of them. And
Okay, yeah, Furbies. Did you ever piss off a Furby? They are terrifying.
Furbies could be terrible. Well, to you, I guess they could be terrifying. To
No,
me,
their eyes turn red and they talk like demon language.
Well, you're
I'm
talking
not
about
even
you're talking
joking.
about you're talking about the newer Furbies. The classic ones didn't do that.
Yeah, the classic ones didn't do that, but the newer ones, oh my god, they turn it literally into demons. They sound like they're gonna like slit your throat in your sleep.
Yeah, but these ones, they almost remind me of like the Hasbro toys that they make for like the little kids. They're like the animals that walk and move around.
Yeah.
Except they tried to make them a little more lifelike looking. I imagine they help. A lot of the nursing homes say they go over very well with the, with all the elderly folk that are there, that are stuck there. They make cats, dogs. I actually saw a couple specialty ones. They make unicorns.
Oh boy.
They make unicorns, a couple other mythical creatures, which if they think that they are real, because if they actually think they're real, yikes.
Very interesting, because my wife is in long-term care, and I'm going to have to ask her about this. If I know it was test-based in what, Atlanta or Georgia or somewhere, right?
Yeah, somewhere down south.
Yeah, I don't know if it's made it to the Northeast yet, but that's pretty interesting. I know that. I mean, in our normal, without coronavirus, in our normal lives, I know that her nursing homes has people that bring in pets, and so the people that have no family members and stuff, they bring pets to visit and stuff, cats and dogs and stuff like that, to sit on their laps. But
yeah,
that's interesting. So you saw the video of it. I didn't get a chance to. I apologize. I've been busy with elderly parents, so. And so they don't look that real, or do they look real, or what is your take?
Well, all the pictures I've posted up were ones I saw through advertisements. Specifically, the one that's up now is the one that I saw a video of, and it was kind of creepy looking. Like it reminded me of like the really crappy CGI they used in the original Pet Sematary.
Yeah,
that's kind of what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
And I believe I got one more picture of them. Another dog. But by all accounts, from the trials they did, it seemed like people really, really enjoyed having them.
Well, that's good for them.
Yeah, the robotic animals, they're kind of neat. It's kind of scary where robots are going these days.
Did any of the elderly people respond positively to it? What was their take?
From what I read, I didn't actually read any personal accounts from the individuals that had them in the nursing homes, but the nursing homes themselves stated that it seemed like that their long-term care patients there, it really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was like really lifting their spirits. I think so. It said something along the lines of that.
Yeah, I actually have a link to the article here. I will go ahead and post it in chat here. Let me just go ahead and find it real quick. Somewhere in my messages. I don't want to be posting the wrong link. Here it is. Yeah, it was from CNN. It says robotic pets are helping seniors avoid loneliness. Let me go ahead. I'll drop it down here in chat now. But yeah, I'm loving the. I'll go ahead and bring that up here. I love I love that they're doing this for elderly. Though I think that's actually a really good thing to try and help come up with new ways to keep them, more, I don't want to say more entertained, but as the article says, less lonely. Especially through the COVID-19 crisis that's is still ongoing from the start of the year. It'll help them, be a little less lonely when people can't come and visit.
Well, it's probably cheaper for them too to do it this way because, like with the animals that they bring up there that they have trained to do that, like the physical therapy animals or whatever you want to call them, they cost a lot. They cost a lot to train, to feed, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. I mean, I know it's in some places they'll actually have like the state police come in with their canine dogs.
Right.
They'll do that a while ago, years ago, I guess, just going about 10 years ago now. I used to be part of a group in our area called the Happy Tail Society of NEPA. It was a couple people that were friends with us through the pet business that we used to own. And we would go to nursing homes and bring the dogs there. And I would play music. I would kind of DJ some of these senior venues, play music they liked, but we'd play games with the dogs and they really enjoyed it.
Right. Cool.
I mean, it was just 10 years ago. I can imagine the liability now being able to go there with that many animals, like all the contracts you'd have to sign for liability reasons, because even in the past 10 years, it's gone out of control.
Exactly correct. If something happens. So let me say hi to Dawson Hicks. His pet cusses, I guess. So his robotic pet cusses.
Wow, Dawson, haven't seen him in a while. Nancy's here. Hi, Nancy. How are you doing?
I know.
Yeah, please definitely share, whatever you want to do with our show. I don't care where you share it. Go ahead and share it wherever you want to.
Exactly. Share it until somebody yells at us not to share it.
Yeah, show the love, guys. But something that I thought a lot of when looking into the robot, like those little robotic pets, and it kind of snowballed. Every time I look at something, I always snowball into something, and I started looking into like just different robots in general that have come out. And you have all sorts of different. This one, I'm not mistaken, is actually at a restaurant where it'll walk up to you and you just order off the touchscreen, and it goes back and turns the order in.
Yep.
Oh God, that's kind of creepy looking.
Yeah. I mean, there's one that has a built-in Android tablet. That's if I'm not mistaken, that's actually a children's toy.
Interesting. I know they have a robot butler. Some of these modern apartments in LA and New York City and Manhattan and stuff, that the actual robot comes, you call the robot, it comes, you can do everything through the robot. You can call it, it'll turn your lights on, it'll turn your air conditioning on. It's
Yeah, and there's a lot of that's like a lot of the bigger companies are making them. And it's amazing how far some of the bigger companies have come as far as that's an actual build of a working robot.
Yeah.
They're actually starting to try and make them look like people at this point. That's when a company built that was actually featured on, I think, CNBC. It actually will it'll mimic like human facial features, remember names, conversations.
Yeah.
But
interesting and floating around. But I think you saw it. We saw it. We might have even. I think we talked about it on the Big Daddy Roadshow.
Yeah.
Was that the military robots? The guys that they were going up to them and punching them, and the guys were shooting, and they were actually accurately shooting at targets.
Yeah. It's I mean, we only have 20/20 eyesight. It is a typical best as a human race, and some of these robots are like 20/20 negatives, 20/20 and a negative integer eyesight, where it's almost you almost have the $5 million man running around.
Right.
but it interests me. I was always into technology, and robotics was one thing that always kind of interests me. I just don't think I'd ever have the capacity to do something like that. But like we're talking,
Kind of creepy though. I mean, imagine walking down the street and like not knowing that you're talking to a robot.
well, the company that made the robot that's up on the screen right now, that robot that was from 2016, so that was 4 years ago already. The one that's up on the screen. At the time of the interview on CNBC, he actually said 20 years. He was thinking about roughly 20 years before we have robots integrated into society that we don't know they're robots.
Interesting.
Yeah,
it's creepy.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting topic. Yeah, I could probably talk about that for hours. So I'll go ahead and yank that off the screen and roll up with a 6-hour show here. Another interesting thing popping up is the Pentagon has gone and started the UFO task force. What are your thoughts on having a UFO task force?
That is, I mean, people believe. I'm not a believer, so until I get abducted, and maybe now after this show I might be, but I don't know what to say about it. You know, I know that I think that we have a past guy from the Big Daddy show was John Lupo. He might have been abducted or something. I don't remember, but
I remember having John Lupo on a specific show that Big Daddy had me on, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Jack Neary was also on that show.
Yeah,
and it didn't end pretty. But it was fun. I always enjoyed when he came on the show because he was so passionate about the topic.
Yeah.
Audrey, what are your thoughts on a UFO task force?
I kind of think it's a little bit nutty just for the mere fact that, like, yeah, it's strange, but they can't exactly confirm what it is. So why would they create a task force over it?
And so we can try and confirm what exactly they are. That would be my best guess.
Maybe. Like I don't understand, like, you know, what we're looking at in the video. Like I don't know if you still have the link for that, but
yeah, I saw the link for the video.
Like supposedly it's from the Pentagon. Like they posted that video.
That would be a screen capture from the video there.
Yeah.
That was actually released from a fighter pilot, if I'm not mistaken, from a fighter pilot, and the Pentagon actually released that video.
Yeah, how long ago was that taken?
What was that?
Do they know?
I could look up when the article was. I have it right.
That was just recently, if I'm correct. I read so many articles this past week.
Yeah, I think that was in It was released a day ago. That's when the MSN released the video. That was 1 day ago. I'll go ahead and I'll copy that link over here in the chat as well.
To me, it just seems like what you would expect a UFO to look like almost to a T. Like it seems too perfect.
Well, because we're so ingrained in the movie UFOs that you're right. We're looking for saucers, anything in that round, oval, stuff like that. So
yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of people that have seen triangular crafts. Man, there's quite a bit. That was a pretty old picture, I think, out of the 70s, taken out of an airplane. It was a supposed UFO that was seen. And that one I just thought looked pretty badass.
You would?
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess you can kind of take it or leave it if they exist. I mean, if you look at how big the universe is, I guess it's almost impossible that we're not alone. I guess that also would depend on religious belief as well, whether you believe in creationism or theories like the Big Bang theory is like a scientific method to it. I've actually been listening to a lot of stuff lately that ties the creationalism theory into extraterrestrials, UFOs. That's something I thought was kind of neat that they tied in creationalism into that and figured out a different way to integrate it, if for lack of a better word, into religion. I thought that was pretty cool. Audrey, you a believer? Thoughts, feelings?
I'm honestly 50-50. I see it as if there is aliens, it's probably just people like us doing the same thing we're doing.
Probably right.
I mean, like, if anything, we're, if you look at the roles, vice versa type of deal, the aliens are looking at us like we're the aliens. And we can be exact humans.
Do you think you're right? You're right, exactly. Do you think that people are like, right? Who knows? You know what I mean? That's weird.
Yeah, there's so many different theories on how you can go about it, but that's my thought. I mean, yeah, they may be considered aliens to us, but they're like, they can be humans. That doesn't mean they have to be like a creature.
Exactly.
Well, if looking at it from a scientific perspective, chances of that happening are actually pretty low. Just because we're the creation of gravity, we're the creation of our, we were molded by our surroundings. We have yet to find another planet that is exactly like ours. We found some.
The possibility is low, but that doesn't mean that it's impossible.
No, and that goes to the same effect of actually finding an alien or whether they've been here or not. And the first thing I think of when it's like, well, are aliens here? It's like I almost think of the Fermi paradox, where the universe is so vast, there's a chance that we may never actually find one. We may never actually see one because we just never find each other. It's too large of an area to travel.
Right.
Maybe they're robots.
Maybe.
Maybe they are. And maybe they're amongst us and we don't know.
Maybe we should bring Elon Musk on to talk about that. He knows a lot about that.
Yes, exactly.
Well, if they're robots and we're creating robots, that means we're technically creating aliens.
Maybe they genetically engineered us to produce more of their own kind. You never know.
So they're gods.
Are they, or would they be considered demigods if you still believe in creationalism?
Maybe.
Anyway, interesting topic there.
It is. That's something that UFOs are. I don't know.
They're a hit or miss with people, but there's a lot of people that think they've seen something but will never say anything. There's a lot of people. Hey, Keith St. Clair's here.
Oh, nice.
Keith, I hope you're feeling better. But Bruno, I was talking to Keith in Facebook Messenger the other day, and he sent me the video of what happened to him when he messed his neck up.
Oh, yeah, that was brutal.
He was playing football, and the hit he took looked like it came from about a 6'8" NFL linebacker that's weighing about 300 pounds. And the guy just it was a dirty shot. The guy ran him over. But that's why Keith wasn't there for the memorial show for Big Daddy. That's why he wasn't there. But always wishing Keith the best. He was a good guy. He's a good guy. Big Daddy loved going to his races.
Yep.
Speed racer number 32.
Yes.
Audrey, how about we lighten up the show a little bit here? It's getting kind of heavy in here. I think we want to hear about stupid shit people say on the internet.
Be interesting.
Yes.
Now I haven't heard any of these, so you're going to get a completely fresh reaction from me as well.
And some of them are a little bit gross. Some of them are a little bit graphic.
I told her specifically to find stuff with a shock factor.
Yeah, so this is his fault. So if they're disgusting and stuff and you feel like, throwing up or something, that's his fault. Blame him.
Grab your cat and get ready to snuggle.
All right. You guys ready for this?
As ready as I'm going to get.
Okay, stupid questions from the internet. I think I have like 10 or 11 of them. How do I poop in the litter box without getting in trouble? Now, the explanation behind this question is I want to poop in the litter box and preferably leave it there for the other cats to observe in shock and awe without my mom knowing. Now, there's a best answer to this. First, you poop on the carpet a few times and get in trouble. Then when you finally poop in the litter box, it will be perceived as an improvement and you will not get in trouble.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I don't know why somebody would want to take a dump in a litter box.
I mean, I guess you could take a dump in worse places.
What? True.
The point could be argued that that's still a bathroom.
True. Like, but still, like, why would you? Like, wouldn't that be awkward? Somebody comes to your like door or something, you have like the screen door open, and you're just like, oh hey, hang on, almost done. Like that's just awkward. Do they not have a bathroom in their house?
So I want to know, do they cover it up afterwards, though? They didn't say that, did they?
No, they didn't say anything about that.
I'm going to guess no, because he wants to leave it there for the other cats to observe in shock and awe. So I would imagine probably not.
Yeah,
Oh God, that would freak.
So
imagine having Taco Bell or something.
What happens?
Oh my God.
So what happens if the cat just goes and starts shitting around the house? That's pretty good. So somebody should try that, and then the cat will start shitting around somebody.
I don't think that person's going to be. I don't think it's going to be me. Maybe we could recruit someone.
I'm sure you could find somebody that is crazy enough to do it.
Oh, good.
Audrey, what else you got for us?
Okay. Number 2, is vomit okay to use as lube for anal sex? And apparently they posted an update very shortly after. It says 5 minutes after the fact. And the person explained, I have been getting this girl to vomit on my penis to get it sloppy for her anus. It does not seem to be doing any harm.
Okay.
All natural.
You would think after a little bit, because of the stomach acid and everything, that it would burn. Like, is it the burning sensation he likes?
Dawson wants to know if it's clear.
What's clear?
I'm presuming the vomit.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm not exactly sure, as they didn't post pictures, which I'm kind of glad about, because that's pretty gross. But yes. Yeah, there's no pictures to it. But why would somebody do that too?
Do we have a best answer to that one or no?
There is not.
It's probably a good thing.
It's probably, yeah, it would probably be horribly disgusting. All right, moving on to the next one. Is low-fat custard okay for a lubricant? When my girlfriend and me have sex, we normally use full-fat custard, but when I went shopping the other day, they only had low-fat. Will this still be okay, and will she enjoy it as much as she loves a bit of custard in her canal?
Is this the same guy?
No, I don't think so. These ones were found on completely different sites.
Do we have a best answer?
Nope. Nothing.
I think this is the same guy.
It's possible.
I bet you it's the same guy.
It is possible. I'd rather custard than vomit.
Dawson said no yeast infection.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would kind of suck.
So, I've got a quick, just off the topic here. I'm trying to share, and some of the people, it's coming up unavailable. Even if I take the link and put it on their page, it's saying this content is unavailable right now.
Are you taking the link from my personal page or the pages page?
I don't know. Do I have to go to your personal page?
No, you should be able to do it from the pages page. That's why I made it, and it should.
That's what I was doing. Let me go back and grab the link from there. Hang on a second. Let me just try that and see. Bar Talk, right? Let me get back there. Sorry to cut you off, but I'm just trying.
Oh, no, it's all good.
To get everybody hooked in. So I'm on the Bar Talk podcast, right? There's no live on there right now. There's the stuff that you've posted.
It has to be the group page, the page I sent you to a link to earlier.
Okay, so how do I get to the group page?
Hang on, I'll send you another link to it. So it's near the bottom of your messages from
me.
Yeah,
do that. So then I can send it to. Because I was trying to get Jack Neri to, and he said he can't get it. So
right there it is.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, it's on that.
Is the one. Okay, yeah, I'll send this to him. That's fine.
Yeah, send that to him and have him check that out on there.
Yeah. That's the one I sent to everybody before, I thought. But all right, go ahead, keep going. I'm sorry.
Damn Facebook.
Internet questions. Go ahead.
Damn Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook.
All right. So the next one is, do you have a problem with drag queens teaching toddlers how to twerk? The favorite answer on this one is, of course not. It's a necessary life skill. I don't know how necessary, but apparently it's necessary, and I'm lacking this skill.
I can't say I have that skill either.
I would probably break my back in like 15 places.
I'd probably just fall over. Yeah, I was never the most skilled at twerking, though I never tried. I just know I wouldn't be.
Yeah, we have to test this theory.
I don't think so.
Okay, so this one's kind of gross. Can I contract coronavirus by sucking on the blood off of a used tampon?
Oh my God.
What's wrong with people?
I know.
Many, many things. Apparently they think they're a vampire and don't feel like biting people because, you know, they'll get arrested for assault.
And that's amazing.
Amazingly disgusting. But yeah, apparently, I'm not sure if these are like trolls or if these people are actually serious. You never know. But either way,
exactly. On internet, you really never know.
Yeah, so I'm hoping there's a bunch of stupid people out there like this that actually post these questions. Makes me feel a little bit smarter.
Yes.
Okay, so this one I'm pretty sure is actually a troll. It says, where can I buy a frog, not for sexual reasons? I am in the market for a frog, but do not know where or what kind of frog I want to get a frog from. I would like the frog, not for sexual reasons, to be blue. Any information is helpful, and thanks in advance for the people who may help me on my journey to acquiring my dream pet.
I love the need to tell people that it's not for sexual reasons.
Twice.
I would have understood that. I would have understood that question a little more if they said like a gerbil or a hamster.
Exactly.
But a frog?
A blue frog.
Which the brighter colored frogs are poisonous. That's just how nature works. So they want a poisonous frog. Not at least it's not for sexual reasons. They want a poisonous frog.
Yeah, pretty much. At least they're smart about it.
Yeah.
They'll only do sexual things to green frogs.
I guess they're into aliens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a robot guy trying to get lucky with a frog.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Is it possible to get pregnant from your shower? The best answer says only if your vagina is very loose.
Oh my God.
I don't know if people just skipped sex ed or, you know, I don't know how you can get that.
Exactly.
Dawson wants to know if you can use a cactus as a dildo.
Yes, you can. If you're into the whole pain deal and you feel like pulling, you know, random needly things out of your ass, then yes, you can. Okay. Okay. I think I have like 3 or 4 more. Next one is just puzzling to me. It says, how can I get back at my mom shoving a pizza crust up my butt? When I get mad at my mom, I stuff pizza crust up my butt so she has to take me to the hospital. What are some better ways to get back at her?
Oh my God.
Okay, there's so many other things like cactuses you can be shoving up your ass.
Yeah, that are a little, you know, better shaped.
Well, I mean, you can pick all the needles off. It won't hurt as bad, right?
I think. I don't know. I never shoved a cactus up my ass before. I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Well, I hope you never did. That'd be awkward for me.
Just a little. Just a little.
I don't know what to say on that one. I really don't.
I mean, I love pizza, but I don't love pizza that much.
Yeah, I don't get that. I think like
that's not even the best part of the pizza.
It's like one of the cheese loaded crusts. They're pretty good.
Yeah, but I highly doubt they're shoving the cheese loaded stuff. Why would you do that? That's a perfectly good waste of cheesy stuffed pizza crust.
Yeah. What do you got out? What else you got for us?
All right. Next one is, if you throw up while you are pregnant, can you throw up the baby? So if the baby is only a couple weeks and you throw up, can you throw up the baby?
That's clearly somebody that should not be reproducing because they don't know
Pretty
how they don't know how it works to begin with.
Well, it's funny because like the first thing you think of like as a pregnancy symptom is, morning sickness, which usually includes throwing up.
Yes.
Usually, yeah.
So if that was the case, we wouldn't exist because we'd keep throwing up our babies everywhere.
Yeah.
You would think.
You would think. Yeah. People like that probably shouldn't reproduce at all.
No,
If you don't even know how it works,
Exactly.
I'm not even the right gender for this shit, and I know that that's not how it works.
Maybe it was the lady who thought that she got pregnant from her shower.
That's possible. I think there's a lot of people posting multiple questions here, I think.
Well, it's funny because like not all of them are like on Yahoo Answers and stuff. I actually went on random different sites and everybody releases up.
With all this stuff you found, I'm kind of
like,
glad.
Are they just, well, ask this one here.
With all this stuff you found, I'm almost glad you didn't take my suggestion to go on Reddit to find them.
I found some of them on Reddit. I actually went on different sites too to find even better ones. Like I think the one with the vomit one was actually, I don't remember what site that was on, but I don't think that was on, I didn't find that on Reddit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so I have two more.
Cool.
All right, so this one is milk in my boyfriend's penis. I was rubbing my boyfriend's penis and some milk came out of it, so I tasted it, but it didn't taste like milk. Is this normal?
Yes.
But wait, there is a favorite answer on this one.
Oh my God. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. And somebody wrote, yes, it is normal, hun, but what's better is putting all that milk in your vagina hole. It feels nice and it will make you very happy and make your boobs bigger.
Yes, get you pregnant.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
And that was the favorited answer.
Oh my God.
Does it tell you how many people liked that answer?
Yeah,
or
he responded.
does it give you anything like that or no?
No, it shows that there's like a thumbs up, thumbs down, but there's only one thumbs up. So I'm not sure if that's how they rate it.
Yeah.
Or if it was
right.
like the person who asked the question
Okay.
that rated it. I have no idea.
I gotcha.
Okay. So last one. My penis is stuck inside of a soda can. I was masturbating and then a soda can fell from my desk and landed on my dick and now it's stuck. Please help me. P.S. My dick is like 3.5 inches.
Oh my God. What is the best answer?
So there's a favorite answer on this one. Since this is under women's health, you must be a transvestite. So just pull it off and it shouldn't hurt when you pull it off. So once again, I'm not sure exactly how they chose.
That had to be a troll post.
I'm thinking so, but even so, I don't know how they rated it. Whether if it was the person who posted the question to put that as the best answer type deal or the favorite answer, if people had the vote on it because it only had 2 thumbs up. So I'm not exactly sure how that works, but yeah, that is all I got.
That was the dumb question people ask on the internet.
Yep, dumb questions from the internet.
Did you guys see that video I posted of the wild boar that stole the nudist's laptop?
The laptop.
Yeah, that was pretty epic.
That was pretty funny.
I love the people that just stood there and watched. They didn't help.
He just ran past and you're like, oh, hey, look.
I would think that there's only going to be 2 reasons why you would only sit there and watch and not try and help the dude. Either A, the guy's setting some Guinness Book World Records somewhere, and he's packing some major heat. He's not carrying no pistol. He's got a shotgun.
Yeah.
Or he's carrying a 22, a little pea shooter. I can't think of any other reason why people would just sit there and stare at him. Oh my God. That was in Germany, by the way, at a nudist beach in Germany. Now I noticed there was
a lot of people that weren't nude because the people that were watching them were not nude.
Yeah, it was a nudist beach though. He wasn't illegally streaking after a wild boar. You know,
There had to be food in the bag. There was no way they picked the bag up separately. His German bratwurst sandwich had to be in that bag.
oh, I'm not sure if that's the only place he was packing bratwursts. No, I'm gonna assume here. Looking at news articles earlier, and this also happened a couple days ago. Apparently, a wild boar crawled out of the Baltic Sea and started chasing beachgoers.
Is that what the news story says? That's how
wild boars scare beachgoers along Germany's Baltic Sea. I could probably find a way to pull that video up and share it right here, like actually play it on our show here.
That would be interesting to see.
Apparently, it like swam out from the friggin' ocean.
Well, they do swim.
Yeah.
Swim, even though
well, apparently this fucker swims good.
Yeah.
You
hear the fireworks in the background?
Yeah. Yeah, we got it here. Let me pull this link up here and bring it over here to our live going on here. Should be able to share a YouTube link on here.
Cool. Yeah, I think you can.
Upload media. No, I want to link media. What am I doing? I don't know how to use this shit yet.
You'll figure it out eventually. Just push all the buttons and see what they do.
Here we go.
Exactly.
Here we go. Let me know if you guys could hear the audio. Can you guys hear the audio? No.
No.
All right. It doesn't matter anyway. They're only speaking German.
Can't see the video.
You can't see the video?
No, it's not. Well, hang on. Let me look on my phone.
Okay, I'll give you a second to catch up here.
Yeah, let me just see if the phone is going to show it.
Can you guys down there in chat? Can you guys see the video? Oh yeah, there it is. I could see it on the. Okay, you should be able to see it on your phone. It'll be there. I'll full screen it and then I'll bring us all back up when it's when it's done.
Hi. Ich würde mal da weggehen an ihrer Stelle. Sie guckt und guckt. Lasst es laufen! Lasst es laufen! Lasst es laufen!
Can't see the video? No, it's not. Well,
Komm jetzt hier rüber.
Man, he can swim, can he?
yeah, they can. I'm looking at it online. Here in the little box. When you dropped me out, it still didn't come on, which I'm not sure why that doesn't do that for us. We should be able to see that. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, it didn't show it on my end
There's
either.
the full screen now. See, here it is on the delay. There's the full screen.
Yeah, that guy could swim, man.
Yeah, he was boogieing.
Audrey, I'll send you the link. I'll send it to you on Messenger so you'll actually be able to watch it.
Okay.
Man, that's funny.
It's running through the beach. People are scattering.
Well, that's the last thing you would think that would come out of the water to attack you. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't think wild boar. I mean, I go to the beach. I don't think shit. I better watch out for them wild boar. They're going to be coming to get my ass. You know, I walk into the ocean. I'm thinking,
probably. This is the funny part. People are standing there staring, like trying to wonder what the hell that's swimming at them. They're not like getting away. They're like all mesmerized on what the hell's coming out of the sea.
yeah. I mean, that's the last thing I would fucking think is going to be coming after me. You know, I walk into the ocean. I'm thinking like, oh shit, jellyfish, sharks. But I'm not thinking, oh man, I wonder if we're going to have any boar.
I wonder if we're going to have a wild boar chase us off the beach today.
Maybe we'll have some maybe we'll have a mountain lion come out today. You know, that's not what I'm thinking. You know.
Oh my god. Yeah,
that's some funny shit. I saw California had a. They were had a city of there was a city in California. I don't know. So it just says California City. They're hunting an aggressive turkey that forced a park closure.
An evil turkey from hell?
I know that geese or goose can get pretty.
Geese,
Yeah,
geese for
well,
plural.
geese
Yeah.
can come after you, but gooses do too. White gooses, they're pretty nasty, and they'll bite at you and chase you.
Now Audrey's got a funny little story about turkeys.
Yeah, I wasn't exactly planning on sharing that one, but I will.
I can't hear her. Is she talking?
Bruno can't hear you
not
again.
again. Are you able to hear me? No.
That's interesting. I don't know why I can't hear her.
Okay, go ahead and back out. Go take a smoke break. Go have a smoke.
Oh, thanks. Aye, Capitan.
Aye.
That's interesting. I wonder when you moved everything around. I wonder if that's weird. The software.
Yeah, I mean, it can get a little goofy sometimes. I mean, for what we're doing, the software works great.
Yep.
I mean, it's we're not going to be bringing 50 people up a show. I mean, the memorial show we did, it got a little weird having. I had at one point I had 6 people sitting in the back office here.
Right.
And that got a little weird, especially with IT crew, with Pasquale and Gino trying to have them come on, and they were having problems every time they tried to get on, except for when we tested it before the show.
I know, weird, very weird.
But yeah, I mean, for the time being, this is the simplest way to get everybody connected. I mean, I looked at other ways. There's a software. It's called OBS Studio.
Yeah.
And what it is, it's a broadcasting software. It's because OBS stands for Open Broadcasting Software.
Yeah.
And it'll allow you to broadcast to more than just like Be Live here. It lets me broadcast to Facebook. It lets me broadcast to YouTube.
Right.
And it lets me record a video, and it'll let me do a test recording where it just kind of saves it, temporarily, and then it deletes it right after you watch it.
So are we on? Do we have a YouTube station too now, a channel yet, or not?
We are working on a YouTube channel right now.
Yeah, but gets too many shows, then it's hard to upload them all. Because now you can actually record to it, correct, for each show as we start.
If I wanted to, I could be doing a live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
At the same time, and it records on Facebook.
Which I'm gonna test the waters with also streaming over to YouTube as well.
Yeah.
That may be a lot easier for everybody to just be able to find us and watch.
Yeah, some people liked it. Some people tried it. Like some people went to YouTube only and didn't work out for them. They couldn't get the people. A lot of people don't use YouTube for some reason.
Yeah.
Or other. I don't know why, but
people
will go to YouTube to find stuff, but they don't really come for it for live.
Yeah, pretty much everybody that's like, if you have an Android phone and signed up, with Google with your Android phone and have your email through them, you have a YouTube account already.
Right.
It's already there. So I was thinking about doing both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cut off our Facebook audience and say, well, come find us on YouTube because
no.
Because I love our Facebook audience. The 61 or 62 people we have, I love them. I love them collectively.
We'll go bigger as we can. I mean, I'm having like Jack. Even the link I sent them, but someone said Jack came. Someone said Jack came on.
Jack requested to join on our group page, and I accept. Yeah,
and I accepted him as well.
Yeah.
But he says it seems like he was on his phone, and he said that it seemed like it was a browser situation. So we may have to talk to Jack and find out what's going on, because he just seemed like he's like me. We're not that really literate on this system. But I sent him the different links like you sent me.
Yeah.
And I even posted on his page. I copied and posted on his page, and it says unavailable, which I'm surprised if I'm posting on his page.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why it's doing that, because I'm using the same web browser that's Tom used.
Yeah.
He used to use Google Chrome. That's what I started using just for this show, just because I knew that's what he used. I knew that's what worked.
Yeah. Everybody's using Chrome anyway. But I'm just saying, his thing to me was, I'll just, because I know I accepted it. Let me go back here quickly and see Jack Neary. I sent to join request. Apparently, it's a CPU browser link, and I'm on my phone. I don't know the difference. I'm not that advanced. I said I'll look into it and I'll get back to you. So that's weird. I don't understand what that meant, but
yeah, I mean, for anybody that's viewing our group page on their phone, if you notice, there's like an orange stripe underneath the header image, and it says that it's also now tied to a pages group. That's where I'm streaming this live to that pages group, and also to my personal page, which I tried to switch it over to that new one I made that I was going to use just for this show. But I bought the subscription to Be Live, and I bought it through this account, so I have to wait till the subscription's up so I could switch it over to the other.
Oh, to switch it over, right? Because you can't change it once you go.
Yes,
because I did send it to the Big Daddy Roadshow too, and it's on that page.
Yeah.
So if I go there,
yeah, I was able to see it there as well. Like I said, I'm not exactly sure why it doesn't want to work for some people.
yeah, we'll have to. Like I said, this is the first of many shows, and we'll elaborate. You can say we're trying to keep the Big Daddy's memory kind of alive. I mean, he loved doing the podcast, and we're not going to copy his stuff, but we're definitely going to be honoring the people that he honored, and we want to say thank you to all the military, first responders.
Absolutely.
People that are out there right now. The world is totally changed, and we pray for you. We send positive thoughts for you. Between this virus, these supposedly calm demonstrations, it is scary world out there, and so we just want to make sure that we're behind you guys. If you ever need to talk to anybody, like Big Daddy would say, I'm available. You can find me on Facebook. I'm sure Ryan, if anybody needs to have a conversation or talk to anybody, let us know. And this is why Ryan kind of came to me and with his wife and putting together this bar talk that we're going to try to come on live every other Saturday or when we can. We're going to do a bunch of pre-recorded stuff so we can try to keep ourselves in a routine schedule.
Yeah, we're trying to keep, we definitely want to do a lot of stuff here. But as we're starting out, this is definitely, I think this is going to be the best route to go. We can have a couple people on for our pre-recorded shows. We could have a couple people on that we're like kind of sitting down and just, it's going to be more of like a sit down and interviewing somebody type of feel than a live show feel. There's
right. Right.
But that will be, I'll be uploading those to YouTube. I'll also be uploading them here to Facebook. But yeah, we definitely, if we want to support our troops, it's something that Big Daddy always really, really enjoyed doing was talking to people that he knew were veterans. So many times I'd be going to meet him somewhere and he was running 45 minutes late because he ran into a veteran and he stood there and talked to them for 45 minutes.
Absolutely.
But yeah, every other week, starting this week, every other week is a live show. So I guess that would be.
Yeah. And if anybody has any topics, go to our Bar Talk page, say that 10 times, and put down topics and we'll look them up, and we're more than willing. If anybody has anybody interesting that we might like to interview, please drop our name or send, give them the link or let them get in touch with us. And we're going to try to do an hour show. We're coming up almost on an hour now. If we have a very interesting topic, we will go over, but they're not going to be 2+ hour shows, just so people know.
I mean, unless it ends up a pretty badass show, I can't foresee that happening.
That's correct. I mean, so we're definitely trying to shoot for the hour, possibly hour and a half, if it's if warranted to be. If we have different interviews, we're not going to try to stuff a bunch of people in one night. That's not going. We'll try not to do that. And like I say, anybody wants any topics, anybody want to come on and bring a topic up, somebody wants to tell us a funny story, somebody wants to tell, whatever, that's what we're going to do the lives for. And, anybody, if you have a first responder that wants to come on, we definitely would like to have them come on. And we
absolutely
live. And I'm sure that there'd be a lot of positive comments. So
I'd love to find a first responder that was there through 9/11 in New York City.
Yep.
So if anybody knows a first responder that would come on that was down in Lower Manhattan on 9/11, I would love to have them on.
And I might have a connection because I have a connection of firefighters in New York that have a podcast, and I will contact them and find out if they have anybody, and we'll try to do a September 11 memorial show.
Yeah, I'd absolutely love to have one of those guys on, man. What they went through, and they walked into that head first. They didn't care about they didn't care about themselves. They cared about everybody else.
Responder, exactly. You talk to any firefighter, any police officer, they're not thinking about what the consequences are. They're thinking of getting in there, doing what they have to do.
Yeah.
The consequences come after the fact. So those guys have the blinders where they go right in and do what they have to do. It's amazing that those people are wired. You and I, we see a burning building, we're thinking, no, we're not going in.
Yeah.
Those guys see it, and it's like, so, God bless them.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely respect the hell out of what they do.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. People were coming from all over. They were from several states away. There were some from across the country that were coming in to help when all that was going on.
Absolutely. I mean, that whole thing ran for quite a long time by the time they were able to figure out and find most of all of their firefighters.
It's hard to believe that next year it'll be 20 years.
I know.
20 years.
Getting on that topic now. You heard that they were going to turn the lights off, but now they're going to keep the lights on.
Yeah, I heard that.
Because, I mean, I have no idea what those assholes and, the friggin' politicians, a lot of people hate Como, DBS, they call him De Blasio. It's, wait a minute, so they're afraid, they're afraid of first of all, if they're afraid of the BLM people coming and disrupting that or vandalizing it, so why don't you bring your police officers, why don't you bring your National Guard and protect that monument? That's a very sacred monument. That has nothing to do with slavery, has nothing to do with black lives. As a matter of fact, a lot of black lives were lost in 9/11 that were firefighters. Yeah. So what the heck,
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I get.
I don't know what the reasoning was. That the reasoning was they didn't want them rioting and damaging it. And I'm thinking to myself, are you kidding me? Protect it. This should shine.
See, I mean,
the firefighters were not happy.
Yeah, I get the whole movement. I can't understand the destruction.
Correct. Right.
I completely understand the movement. I'm not,
right. I am not against, and I don't want to get political here and I don't want to get in, but my take is I'm not against them. They want to peacefully protest. It's your right. You can do that. But this, these people coming on and going, well, it's our it's our right to come and steal your stuff because you owe it to us and you're going to get insurance anyway. That's freaking bullshit.
Yeah.
So
that's it.
That's all I'm going to say. All right.
We're bringing Audrey back up. She's back.
All right. Am I good?
Yes. You're all good.
Awesome. Finally.
All right. About those turkeys.
Yeah.
I didn't. No. I'm not going to forget.
Have to finish with that turkey story, so we'll finish that up.
Our people want turkey stories.
We're getting close. There's only a couple of months to go before Thanksgiving, so you might as well give us the turkey story.
Well, turkeys are fine dead on my table. That is absolutely okay. Keep live ones away from me. Okay, I must have been like 10 or 11 years old. We went camping, my mom, and we had her dog at the time. His name was Smokey. And there was like a little creaky thing, whatever, next to the campsite. So,
was it loud?
Yes, it was loud. But I was looking for firewood. My mom and my sisters went to go to the bathroom, and I stayed with the dog. So I was like, I'll pick up sticks, and I was hiding to have a cigarette. But I went and I picked up some sticks and stuff. The dog went with me. And I turn around, like I'm not too far from the campsite, but I'm, far enough out where it was a little bit further in the woods than I probably should have been.
Yeah.
And I turn around, there's like 7, 8, 9, 10 turkeys. And I'm just standing there. The dog's just like, oh, cool. Look, it's like
playmates. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, bark at them or something, make them go away. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to, walk backwards and go. So yeah, of course he puts the turkey up. But it turns out that they did not want to just, pass through or, play with the dog. One of them came up to me and like bit me.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm walking away from you. So like I'm running away. The dog's just like, oh, cool. This is a fun game. So like I run back to the campsite and I'm like, yep, not going back over there. I'm done. No way. And now like my mom and everything lives on a farm, my grandmother, and we go up there to visit and they have turkeys. So I'm like, I scream at gobble, gobble, you're a dick. But we go up there and every time like they come, like a bunch of them come up towards my mother's porch, And I'm like, no, back away. We go out for a cigarette. They start running up. I'm like, nope. I'm literally running away. And then on top of it, like our son Jason, he'll scream gobble gobble on the top of his lungs, and they'll yell back at him, which is hilarious. But like they can't come in with like 10 feet of me before I start backing up and panicking. So yeah, turkeys are evil. They are demon spawn, and if they are not dead, they're not good for anything.
I'm gonna post a few months ago in a town in Newton, Massachusetts. There was a turkey that was going after humans. So let me post that link, and then people can read it for themselves.
Yeah, turkeys are evil.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
evil little bastards.
It says here, wild turkey clashes with human neighbors.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
so I'm glad I'm not the only one.
That's on the links below, so people can read that if they want. Wild turkey stops traffic on Randolph Street in Abington. The birds are wiped out in the 19th century, but have bounced back in New England in what's considered a success story for wildlife restoration. Great. Now there's more turkeys than people. Actually, there's a lot of people that are turkeys, actually.
Oh, I hate turkeys.
She loves turkeys.
Like for how much I see when I see them, I freak.
She loves them.
Oh yeah, I totally do. They're best friends with me. I hug them.
Well, the funny thing is usually turkeys are more afraid of us than we are of them.
Okay, correct. I want you to go meet that turkey I met.
He's probably dead. He was probably on somebody's table already.
Actually, it's strange. The wild turkeys are very, very gamey. People do eat them, but they're very, very gamey. The domesticated ones, obviously, are kept in cages, and they don't build up. The thing is that turkeys can build their muscles really, really fast, so it becomes very, very tough and gamey. So anyway, so cool. So we're running just a little over an hour, and I had a long day, so I'm going to thank everybody for coming out. And I don't know how you want to end the show, but however you want to end the show, you can. And we look forward to people commenting, and we'll try to respond to comments if we can. We'll keep an eye on the page.
Yeah, definitely like the page, share the page. Much appreciated, guys. It really is.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll get some of the bugs, and we'll get more people as we get going. So, got to figure out how to get this out. But that's our logo. So, if people see that, please like the page. There's a page and a group, and you can like mine. You can get on mine. You can get on your Ryan's, whatever. We'll accept you. Just go to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Well, guys, Bruno, I'll let you go. Cool. It's been nice talking to you. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Problem. Yeah, thank you, Bruno. Night, Audrey. All right, take care. Great first show, and I look forward to many more.
Yes, you as well, my friend.
Talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you, Bruno.
All righty. So, Audrey, shall we wrap this up?
I suppose so.
All right, guys. Be sure to like, share, comments. Definitely get the word out that there's a new fun podcast in town, the Bar Talk Podcast. Bruno, Audrey, Ryan Talk Podcast. Going to have a lot of shows happening every other Saturday. We'll be live here on Facebook, and probably pretty soon we'll also be going live at the same time. I can go live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So if you prefer YouTube as your platform, you'll be able to find us there once we get the page set up. We'll have it over on the group page, Bar Talk Podcast. You can go ahead and find it in the search bar on Facebook. Join the page. One of us will accept you. On our weeks between our live podcasts, we're going to start doing pre-recorded shows, more of like an interview, sit-down type discussion. If we find a real good discussion that we can have amongst the three of us, we'll also have that on there as well. Audrey, you have anything else to add?
No, just thanks to everybody who came, and we hope to see you next week.
Yeah, next week we'll be doing our first pre-recorded. The week after, would that be today's the 15th? That'd be the 22nd. The 29th, I guess, will be our next live show. So we'll see you guys here live on the 29th, if that is the right day for 2 Saturdays from now. Audrey, you want to check that for me? I think it's the 29th, though.
Yeah, 29th, you're right.
Okay, so on Saturday the 29th, we'll see you back here live, and let's hit the music.